Now, you had some pretty big challenges in your organization. You were taking over from your previous manager or boss, and you now not only had your team but an expanded team, right? What would you say were some of the biggest challenges around that transformation were for you?
So I was now responsible for my peers or my former peers. So I had to change the relationship there and manage people who I'd been grousing about our common boss, 2 months before. And then having more people, it doesn't just mean, expanding the number of reviews you have to do. It really does change the dynamic of my responsibility as a leader and a manager. And I lost a lot of my immediate support people because I could no longer go to someone who was formerly my peer and say, oh, what are we gonna do? I have this terrible employee who's doing this terrible thing, because now they work for me. Mm-hmm. I think that was a revelation again, where I had to figure out, now what do I do? Now who are my peers? And how much information should I be sharing with the people around me? And how do I retain their respect and not come off as, now she's so special and important, she won't talk to us anymore.
So how did you do that?
Well, working with you, seriously, working with you as a coach, every time we would sit down and have a conversation, I would start by thinking, one, I really don't have time for this. Like, how the heck am I going to carve out time to have this conversation? Two, what are we going to talk about? And you would always come in and just elicit exactly what was going on in my world. You helped me to understand that it's not really about commiserating with other people or identifying problems and then thinking, how am I going to solve this? But really more about lifting my head up above the crowd and being able to be more strategic about how my team and the organization would operate. And I think that was kind of the best piece of advice. You're not in the mix anymore. You have to free yourself up, and some of that moving from one office to another was the physical manifestation of, you have to free yourself up from these tactical, tedious, everyday interactions that prevent you from raising your head up, looking around, and figuring out strategically, how am I going to manage these people and processes in a way that gives me the time to be a leader and not just the handing out of work person.